Greetings once again, and welcome to the Tip, my modelling desk that you are very familiar with by now, or at least should be. Oh look, he's good in it, looks real, yes. Right, so, this is going to be a little test piece before I go any further. Trying to understand how to wire Seep point motors to modified points is screwing my head up. Looking online for diagrams, explanations, they all conflict, are hard to understand for an electronics biff like me. So I'm going to do it small, muck about, find out what works, and then I'll have something physical to basically copy for the rest of the layout. So this seems sensible to me. So all I've done, position where this is going to be, put the tie bar in the centre, drilled a hole, and I'm going to make these holes a bit bigger. Looking online, apparently getting to Seep point motors exactly where you need them is a bit of a pig, so I expect it to be awkward, especially for the frog polarity switching, but we'll get there eventually, people do. So yeah, I'm just going to record little bits of this as I make progress. I haven't got a stand to watch. I haven't got a stand yet, so you can't really watch me doing it. But it doesn't matter. I'll just update you, and we'll see how it gets on. So, oh yeah, went to Maplin's, bought some more stuff. But see you in a minute. Okay, so what we have now, obviously the point is glued down. The Seep motor's attached. And I've obviously drilled the holes and faffed about with it. As advertised, yeah, it's a bit awkward getting it to, so getting it so it works properly. With this, I've used double-sided tape to initially stick it, drill the holes, screwed it in, so it's not going nowhere. Just use off-cut screws, whatever I could find, basically. Don't know if I can show you properly. If you look in the centre, you may see there's like a little brass washer. That is literally the switch. It just slides upon the contacts. Like that, basically. Now whether I need to adjust this or not, we'll only find out when I start to wire it, but you get the idea. See what happens. Okay, so it's the next day. I've got it working. Oh yes. Right. First of all, these two tracks are not working yet because I've not wired them to polarity switch. I could get these working if I didn't put the insulated joiners there that you normally do, but for the sake of me learning and doing this test board, I'm just going to wait until the switches arrive in the post and wire it up so then I know. Again, in terms of how to modify the points, I will show that later on when I get better at it. Super glue blooming, yes, I'm not exactly being sophisticated. Sharp edges, yes, it's not particularly safe, whatever, don't care. Okay, so here we go. Right, so what's all this mess? Just bear with me. Stay still. I'll try it this way. I've sort of colour coded it. It's not completely perfectly colour coded. I will try to explain what's going on. Out of all the diagrams, there's only one that sort of half makes sense, so I just wired this straight from my head based on what I remembered. And when I tested it, something wasn't working, it was half working, so then I just changed a few wires and, well, basically ended just swapping that over, that was it. So, there's two separate circuits. So you got your track circuit and your auxiliary or extra power circuit. In this case, gauge master, so just one controller. Your track circuit, as you know, you can change the voltage with this. The auxiliary one is fixed at 16 volt in this case. So, again, I'm going to try to explain it because I'm not exactly the best at wiring. The two circuits are separate. This wire, and this wire is all connected on the track circuit. This wire, and this wire is all connected on the auxiliary. Now these little copper clad strips, these just represent sort of track buzzes, DCC track buzzes. That's pretty much the purpose of them. One thing that confused me is I was wondering, how do you get the return on the switch? The way it works is, from your auxiliary power, you have a wire, probably coming from the buzz or wherever, from the auxiliary to the centre of the single pole double throw momentary contact switch. In this case it's just sprung to the centre. Right. When you flip the switch, it touches either this one or this one, so it sends a positive either through this side or this side. Okay, which then goes to A or B. Okay, this is for actually moving the point motor left and right, which then moves the switch here. But hang on, this one is the common. So, like, let's say you're negative, because these are both positives depending which way you sent it. So let's say you go down this one. This isn't live, and then the return goes this way, back to the sort of negative or common on the auxiliary. But I've just joined it here for the sake of it. I didn't have to do this. I'm just doing it for visual, so I can then follow this. So that's only connected on the negative through this, basically. It's like a long way round. Hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does. It makes sense to me now. The track is a case of your track comes here, DC power buzz if you want it, again chop block if you want it, you don't have to, and goes to terminal D and E. Right. Now when this physically throws, the switch will touch either this one or this one and connect it to this. So this green one, which is to the frog, will change to blue or red. Right, and that's basically it. This one here, these are just literally wired to the outside of the actual rails. Okay, so again, I don't know if that makes sense because I struggle with this. This is just balsa wood super glued twice. It's very crude. Oh yes. So okay, so it stops there because there's no power on the other side of the track, but don't worry about that. Okay. Stay still. So you get the idea. Happy days! As I said, I'll wait for the switches to arrive. I'll stick some isolating sort of on-off switches to these tracks just for the sake of me learning it. And now, because I know this works, I can now follow this and just extend the length of the wires throughout the layout. Just follow the same circuit and just keep repeating it. And if I get stuck, I'll just look at this again. So to that end, if you wish to pause the screen and take a screenshot or something, that's up to you. Hope it's helped. I'm an electrics biff. I will be learning, like I said, vlogging, video logging, recording my progress as I go along. That's the purpose of this. So don't take me as an expert, because I really ain't when it comes to layout building. I'm learning. I have an awful lot to learn. Tell me what you think in the comments, please, and I will see you, or you will see me, in the next video. Cheers.